Hi guys, West Coast Arachnids. Just doing an update on my Brachypelma albopilosum. This is albopilosum number 1. Now, a lot of these guys have just recently molted in the last couple of weeks. Well, last week. Let me see if I can find this guy. There he is. Sitting underneath all of this. Let's see if I can give you a little top view of that. Not much for holes to get feed down into. But I do see one, actually two, so I'm going to open them up. See if I can get the best way I do it is I take the tongue, I'll stick it down in the hole, and I'll just let it open itself up, and that usually opens the hole. That way you don't ruin their nice webbing that they put around it. And there they are, opened up. Give you a top view. Oops. As of most, they always do two. I'm not sure if you can see that second one. There we go. Two holes. And what I'm going to do is give it a little bit of a spray. It's really dry in there. Now these tiny little guys, you just really have to spray lightly. It's good and wet now. Not sure if you can see the actual water line on this. It's kind of just soaking down from the top of it. But I was watering my Brachypelma vagans, and I did get this. My Brachypelma vagans, a new one that I just got, had molted, and there it is, just there. As you can see, it's all full of water. It's running around. It's already got its adult colors. It's about half the size of the other ones, maybe an inch. Quite small. I mean, you can tell by my hand size how big it is. Just make an inch if you stretch it out. So you got a little attitude, butt sticking up in the air. Let's see if it calms down in a sec here. I'll try to get a feed out of it. But for now, we will see if we can find a little mealworm we can drop down the hole there on that other one, the albopilosum. There's a good size. Always when you find one, it disappears real quick. And there it is. Very lively. Right down the hole. Not sure if you can see underneath there. See if I can get this light to shine down there. Hopefully if it comes for the mealworm, you'll see the attack. I mean, I can just barely make out the mealworm, and it's right there. Kind of hard to get feeds on these guys when they're so small. I think I'm going to be redoing a lot of these enclosures. They're digging quite a lot of it. I put too much substrate in there for these little guys, so they're digging it up too quickly, burying in, and makes it really difficult to feed, which can endanger your tea, for the simple fact that if it doesn't eat, it'll die or get moisture. It can be a lot easier to take care of with less substrate in there. And that's not something you want to do with an adult tea. Once they reach a couple inches, then you're pretty safe to give them a lot of substrate and more of a natural enclosure. Let's see if this guy will eat. May not be moving around enough for him. What I might do is just throw a cricket in there. Get that back. You can kind of see it there, so if it does run after it, you can see. See if I can get one of these crickets. Proper sized one if I can find one. That'll go right there. Now, with the crickets, when I'm feeding them to them, I like to remove at least one of the back legs. And they'll drop them quite quickly. If you grab them with the tweezers, they drop them like a lizard will drop its tail. And this way, for a small sling, it's not going to be able to jump away on it. That can deter your sling from eating crickets. If it can't catch them, it won't go after them. It's not going to waste the energy to try and chase it down. Drop that guy in there. Of course, he's not going to move, right? I'm sorry. I've kind of disturbed this guy quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is, I think, just leave that cricket in there and just let him go. Since it's just molted, it's completely hardened up, but it's probably molted 4 or 5 days ago. Cricket is just staring it in the face. Let me get you a look at it. It's literally right in its face. Mealworm's taken off, which I'm going to get out of there. But, cricket I'm going to leave in there for a little bit. I'm just going to set it off to the side. We'll see if it takes it. Put this molt on top so I know where it came from. pretty cool. This guy here, let's give it a look and see whether it's eaten or not. It has. It got it. I'm not sure if you've seen it on camera. You may have. But if you look back, you might find it grabbing it. So we're going to go with Brachypelma albopilosum number 2. You can see him right there. He's at the bottom. He is completely in pre-molt. I am not going to feed this one. But as you can see, huge holes in there. He's completely renovated this thing. The bottom is empty. There's barely any dirt touching the bottom. The only dirt touching the bottom, I think, is in the dead center of this. And he's just kind of running around in a circle right now. So I'm just going to give it some moisture. He's got a little bit of water pooled down in the bottom there. So if he needs to get a drink, he can. And we're going to put him away. That's Brachypelma vagusum, or Brachypelma albopilosum number 2. Here we go, Brachypelma albopilosum number 3. You can see there's one hole. There's another one directly right there. You can see down it. And that seems to be where he is. Yeah. If you look, he's just right there. Just going to check his color. Looks good. This one, I believe, molted not too long back. So he's ready for a feed. Just giving it some water. Now he is directly right below my finger. Very hard to see. He's literally looking up the hole. So we can get a down shot of that. Oh, peekaboo, there he is, sitting in the hole, crawling around. So we're going to drop a tiny little cricket in there. We do have some good sized little ones like this. And we're not going to bother with the legs. I just put it right in there and bam, he got it. I think that was instant. I never even had time to pick up the camera. And he's got that. And you can see him down at the bottom of the hole there. I wish I could had a bit of a macro zoom on this, but I don't, sorry. But he has definitely got that cricket in tow. So we're going to leave him alone to have his meal. Brachypelmas are just awesome species. And this one here, I'm pretty sure it molted already. Yeah. This is one of the ones that molted not too long ago. It's quite a lot bigger than the last one. I can see it moving around down there. Oh, he's coming right out. So we're gonna do this. He wants some food. So if he wants it, he's gonna have to come out and get it. Nice small little cricket for him. Oops. Kind of dropped that cricket right on the table. Okay. Oh, the cricket's crawling down the hole. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Let's see here. He hasn't got the cricket yet, but I think he's about to. Oh yeah. The cricket's literally right there. Right there in that little leg of the... Oh, we got him. He got him. Oh, tag. You can see the struggle underneath there. Nice. I wish I had some kind of camera that you could actually, just a micro camera you could see down in there. Oh, he's coming up. He's coming out the hole. That's literally his rump right there. He's got the cricket. He won't come out to show us. Anyway, you enjoy your food, little buddy. Awesome eaters, Brachypelmas. Can't recommend them enough. I've yet to own a Brachypelma that hasn't been a good eater. We'll see where this Baggins is at. Did you grab him? No, he's just kind of sitting there. That's alright. One more shot of the Baggins before we go. He's just kind of curled up there. And there's the cricket. Let's see if we can move that cricket along a little bit. Don't want to go anywhere near that. Anyway, he's not going to take it right now. I spooked him up enough. Sure, once he's settled in, he'll take it. I'll check back in a couple hours and make sure everything's good. I'll get something else to put that in. The thing. Molt. Anyways, that's Brachypelma albopilosum, these four. And we'll move on. I'll do another video on one of these other little guys. Alright, y'all have a great day. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And bye for now.